Welcome to CO3 Beer Showdown. Today, we're at Aaron's bar because he's got some specialty beers to share.
So my lovely wife decided to get me a good birthday gift of Craft Beer Club, which is a monthly subscription of random beers that are supposed to be some of the best craft beers in the entire country. So right now we're looking at a battle of the brothers. We've got two different brewing companies, one from Brau Brothers and one from Brothers Craft Brewing.
All right, Battle of the Brothers, let's get drinking.
Sweet.
Up first, Sheephead American Bitter. This is an IPA/British bitter from the Brau Brothers, clocking in at 7.3%. This is interesting. IPA and an American bitter. Really high percentage.
Sheephead.
I shouldn't say really high, but 7.7. I mean, that's high.
We're kind of used to these super high ones because it's the fruity stuff that has to overpower it.
Oh yeah, got some bitter in there for sure. I like the smell. I like the look and the color.
It's kind of a standard beer.
Yeah, it's definitely an old school, right? Like that bitter. Up front, I like the flavor more than the back end.
Yes, the bitter is just a little too much for me.
Yeah, as it progresses, it's very bitter. Which, I mean, that's what they're going for, right?
It straight up says it.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a bitter beer, I think it's got good flavor and good depth.
Yep.
It's almost like it's on its way to a deeper lager that I like, but
That
it's
caramel,
the bitterness.
caramel color, a little bit of flavor there too. But yeah, the bitterness, not really for me.
Me either.
I like a little bit of bitterness, but I don't know that I'd ever go out and specifically pick out like an English bitter or an American bitter. That's just not typically what I go for.
But that's the wonderful thing about getting just 4 random beers a month, and you get 3 of each. So I get 12 beers, get to really try them, and stuff that I probably wouldn't have ever picked up anyways.
Yep.
But we get to try it. Some might be good, some might not be our style.
Yeah. Up next from Brau Brothers, Raspberry Kettle Sour, clocking in at 4.4%.
All right.
So we started with the bitter. Now we're going complete opposite.
I kind of like how they chose this. They're saying,
Yeah.
well, if you like bitter, you might like this one. But if you don't like bitter, let's go the complete opposite way.
Cheers.
Cheers. I like the color. You definitely see the strawberry.
I'm glad they chose raspberry.
Or raspberry, sorry.
Because raspberry is definitely a flavor in beer that I like.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of strawberry beer, so
Have
raspberry.
you smelled it yet?
No.
Yeah, you can smell it.
Oh yeah.
Is this going to be a Kool-Aid one? It's not as thick as like different sours that we're used to.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's going to be light and refreshing.
Kettle sours, that's like more of, the original, right? Today, now it's more like smoothie, which are more sweet. So let's see.
Sorry, I went ahead of you. I like it.
Yeah, that's good.
That's really good.
That's what I like when, even though it's a kettle sour, they didn't take it to that extreme. It's done very well.
You got the raspberry punch right up front, and you got a lot of sweetness, but you have so much tart. It like makes your lips pucker.
Yep.
Which I really like that. It's just like, okay, now I want more sweetness, more tart, more sweetness, more tart. That's fun. And it's so crisp and light.
Yeah. Complete opposite of the first one we had. And nothing wrong with that.
No.
But this is.
But that shows versatility.
Delicious.
That's a brewing company that, it's not just sticking to one game. It's obviously going in all different directions, which is what you want to see.
Definitely.
It's so clear, too.
Yeah,
from the top, look at that.
You can see right through it. Yeah, this is good. Moving on to Brothers Craft Brewing from Harrisburg, Virginia. First, we have Cerveza Hermanos, a traditional Mexican lager, clocking in at 4.7%. Yeah, I get Dos Equis right off the bat. I think that's tried and true right there, Mexican lager.
Yeah.
Hot day.
Not bitter at all.
Eating chips and salsa. That's good. And it's nothing fancy, right?
It's really
Which
not.
is fine.
Yeah.
It's just solid, and if you're looking for something you can drink a lot of on a hot day, it's good.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's crisp. It's nice. It's nothing. Well, I'm just saying the same stuff as you. It's not fancy. There's no like crazy flavors, which sometimes you just want to calm down from that and just have a couple beers. It's a filler beer.
Yep. Up next, Fest Bier. This is a Marzen lager, clocking in at 5.6%. So now we're going from Mexico to Germany.
Well, that's a bit of a trip. Sounds like a nice vacation, though.
A little Marzen style. Oh, that's a lot of robust smell right there.
Ooh, I like that.
I don't know how I feel.
What would you classify that as? It's got like some depth of flavor, but it's not heavy like a lager.
I mean, I'm really getting the classic of like a little bit of biscuit, a little bit of caramel. That's what I'm tasting a lot of. But a little bit of bitterness too.
Yeah, but not overpowering. I wasn't getting the caramel until you really said it, because it's almost like at the end.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't love it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd go back for that.
I think going from the Mexican lager to that, just the Mexican one didn't have a whole lot going on.
Yeah.
So when I tasted this, it was just like, oh, there's stuff going on. And you kind of notice it, which is almost a good thing to always go back to maybe that neutral lager to just, now you recognize the flavors of the next one you're going to have.
Yeah, there's a lot more depth and flavor in this versus the Mexican lager, where it's just very simple, crisp, clean.
Yeah. All right,
so we tried all four. Let's start with, what's your favorite of the four?
Well, I'm just going to go right here. I'm going to go for the raspberry Kettle sour, because it was, and I'm not just saying that because I really like sours, which I do, but it's, out of all other sours that I've had too, it still holds its own. It's like, if there was 3 other sours here, that might still be my favorite, because it was so crisp, refreshing, and it's just one flavor. I think sometimes people try to throw so many different things in there, and it's like battling for your taste buds. This one's like, here's some raspberry, enjoy.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm actually gonna go with the Mexican lager.
Okay.
That was very good, but the Mexican lager for me, just so simple in a good way. It just was light, refreshing. I could drink a lot of that. So that puts us at a crossroads here.
It does.
Because now we gotta pick which brewery wins, right?
That's true.
And it's tough, because both of these two were very solid, and I didn't love both of these. So 50-50 for me on the breweries. Man, who won? For me, it was Brothers.
And for me, it was Brau Brothers.
Wonderful. That's even better. We don't agree. That's the best part about this. Just 2 different breweries from 2 different states. Mm-hmm. Completely different styles too. 4 different styles of beer. And that's awesome. We got to try so many different things.
Yeah. Like, I know I don't like how much bitter this is, but it's just got so much flavor that I like that.
Awesome. So today, everybody wins. Especially us, because we're drinking the beer.
True.
Alright guys, that's all we've got for you today. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.